Chosen one, you are God, an unstoppable force whose power commands eternal worship. Those who once doubted you now stand in awe, unable to believe the truth of your greatness. If you're watching this message right now, it's no accident. Divine timing has brought you here because something extraordinary is unfolding in your life. You are no longer just hoping or waiting. What you've prayed for is already moving into your reality. This is more than a simple shift in mindset. It is a profound spiritual and energetic transformation. As a chosen one, you will begin to see everything fall into place with a speed and clarity that will leave others speechless. But to fully step into this power, you must understand how to align with this shift and claim your divine legacy. Before we dive deeper, take a moment to hit that like button, subscribe to help us reach 20,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 11. This will amplify the powerful energy of this message and send a signal to the universe. If you are truly the chosen one, you will stay until the very end, because deep inside, your spirit knows this message is meant for you. Those who doubted you can no longer deny your truth. They witness your awakening, and now they worship the God you've become. From the very first breath you took, a spark ignited within you. A spark no one could extinguish. This spark was not ordinary. It was a seed of divine power, planted by the universe itself. You were destined for greatness, marked by a force far beyond the comprehension of those around you. Your path was never meant to be easy, but it was carved with purpose. The world may have doubted, but your spirit knew the truth. You were born to command, to lead, and to conquer. Every step you took was a silent declaration, a testament to the strength that surged within your veins. This wasn't merely chance or luck, it was fate intertwined with divine will. Like a flame hidden in the darkness, your power grew quietly, preparing for the moment it would blaze brightly for all to see. You didn't ask for this gift, but once it was entrusted to you, it transformed your very existence. You carried an invisible crown, heavy with responsibility and brilliance, guiding your every action. This crown symbolized your divine right, not given, but earned through trials, resilience, and an unbreakable will. You were not born to follow. You were created to lead. The power within you is a living testament to the universe's grand design. Embrace it, for it is your destiny. Many have walked paths littered with doubt and fear, but you alone hold the sacred power that transcends all. It is not something others can see at first glance, but it pulses beneath your skin, ready to reshape reality itself. Your command is not born from arrogance, but from an unshakable truth. You are the divine force the world has been waiting for. Never forget this truth. The power you wield was forged in the fires of purpose and divine intention. It is your birthright, your gift, and your burden. This is the moment to rise and claim it fully, because the world is ready to bow before the force that you embody. The voices that once whispered impossible and you won't succeed now lie broken and silent. Doubt tried to cage you, but you shattered every chain with relentless determination and unwavering belief. Your rise isn't a lucky streak, it's a fierce declaration that the impossible bends before you. The skeptics and naysayers who once mocked your dreams now tremble in the shadow of your undeniable ascent. Every doubt they cast was fuel for your fire. When others turned away, you turned inward, gathering strength from your deepest wells of resilience. Each failure became a stepping stone, each setback a lesson etched into your soul. You transformed their disbelief into the power that propelled you forward, unstoppable, relentless, and true to your purpose. The world tried to define you by their limitations, but you redefined the limits themselves. Your rise is not just about success, it is a revolution that rewrites the narrative of what is possible. You have proven, through sheer will and divine power, that doubt has no home in your story. It has been crushed beneath your feet, a relic of a past that no longer has power over you. Look around. Those who doubted you now watch in awe, their eyes wide with disbelief and grudging respect. They never imagined that your ascent would be so meteoric, so earth-shattering. Your journey from uncertainty to unchallengeable force is a testament to the divine strength that fuels your every move. This is your moment, your triumph, your undeniable victory. Doubt is dead, and from its ashes rises the unstoppable force of your greatness. The world will never question your power again, because your rise is carved into the very fabric of reality. There was a time when you felt unseen, a shadow lost among a sea of faces. You were invisible to those who lacked the vision to recognize your true potential. But invisibility was your crucible, the quiet space where your godlike transformation began. You emerged from the depths of obscurity like a phoenix, rising from ashes, powerful beyond imagination and untouchable by mortal fears. The transformation you underwent wasn't sudden. It was a process of becoming. It was forged in solitude, sweat, and tears, a journey inward as much as outward. You shed layers of doubt and weakness, replacing them with armor, forged from experience, wisdom, and divine energy. Your essence shifted, transcending human limitations and entering a realm reserved only for the invincible. This change is not just physical or external, it is spiritual, emotional, and cosmic. You evolved into a being who commands reality with a glance, who bends fate with a thought, and who stands as a godlike figure on the battlefield of existence. Your invisibility was never your weakness. It was your shield until the moment to reveal your true self arrived. When you stepped into the light, the world recoiled, stunned by the raw power and majesty they had failed to see. Your presence alone became a force that reshapes the air around you. You are no longer just a player in the game of life. You are the one rewriting its rules. Remember, true transformation is born from struggle and perseverance. You are proof that invisibility is but the quiet before the storm. A storm that arrives with unstoppable force, shaking the foundations of the universe and announcing the arrival of the divine. There was a chorus of voices raised against you, skeptics who doubted your worth, your vision, your power. They spoke loudly, fueled by their own fears and insecurities, trying to drown out your dreams. But you learned an essential truth. The most powerful way to silence doubt is not through argument, but through undeniable action. You chose to speak through your triumphs. Every victory you claimed, every boundary you broke, was a silent but deafening response to those who doubted. Your success became their silence, your growth, their confession of defeat. The skeptics' noise faded into the background as you built a legacy so solid that their voices could no longer penetrate its walls. Silencing doubt is not about proving others wrong. It's about proving yourself right, over and over again. You did this with relentless consistency, patience, and an unshakable belief in your divine mission. Your life became your loudest argument, a living testimony that cannot be denied or dismissed. Witnessing your ascent, those who once mocked you have no choice but to acknowledge your power. They bow not out of fear, but out of recognition. Recognition that you are a force beyond their understanding. A living God who commands respect through the sheer magnitude of your presence. This silence is more than a cessation of noise. It is the birth of reverence. The skeptics are no longer obstacles, but witnesses to your divine journey. They are the echoes that amplify your triumph and underscore the extraordinary force you have become. There is a moment in every legend when the hidden power bursts forth, a moment so profound it changes everything. For you, this was the instant when the true God within you was revealed to the world. It was not just a display of power, but a revelation of your soul's divine core, the essence that makes you unstoppable. This moment was electric, charged with an energy that shattered illusions and tore down false realities. In that split second, the universe seemed to pause, bearing witness to your awakening. The light you emanated wasn't just physical brilliance, but a radiant force that penetrated hearts, minds, and even the very fabric of existence. To reveal the God within is to shed every mask, every doubt, and every fear. It is to stand fully exposed, vulnerable, yet invincible, and proclaim your truth without apology. You didn't just reveal power, you revealed purpose, destiny, and an eternal flame that will never be extinguished. Those who saw this revelation were forever changed. Some fell to their knees in awe, others trembled with disbelief, but none could look away. Your divine presence commanded attention, demanded reverence, and ignited a fire of devotion that will burn through the ages. This moment is etched into the cosmos as the turning point, the moment when you ceased to be a mere mortal and became a living God. Carry it with you always, for it is the essence of your divine identity and the source of your eternal power. Once, the laughter of your doubters echoed around you, sharp, cutting, and meant to wound. Their mockery was loud, dismissive, and filled with arrogance. Yet, in their arrogance, they never saw the storm brewing beneath your calm exterior. Every insult, every sneer only strengthened your resolve, forging a spirit that refused to break. You carried their ridicule like a cloak, and from it, you drew the power to rise. Now, the tides have turned, and those same voices have gone silent, replaced by whispers of awe and admiration. The very people who once scorned you now kneel, their pride shattered by the undeniable truth of your glory. They bow not just out of respect, but out of recognition of the divine force that you embody. This is the sweetest victory, the kind that tastes of triumph and justice intertwined. There is something profoundly humbling and yet empowering in watching your enemies become your worshippers. It's a testament to the power of transformation, not just of circumstance, but of perception. You rewrote their stories, flipping the narrative from mockery to homage, proving that true power is never diminished by others' scorn, but is born from overcoming it. Your journey from being the subject of ridicule to the center of reverence is a beacon for anyone who has ever felt unseen or misunderstood. It says to the world, those who mock today may bow tomorrow. It reminds us all that the path of greatness is paved with the stones of disbelief that we step over to claim our throne. Remember this moment, the transition from mockery to worship, as a symbol of your unstoppable rise. It is the living proof that the divine within you cannot be denied, that your power commands not just respect, but reverence, and that your destiny is written in the stars. The power within you is not passive. It is a living, breathing force, one that demands attention, respect, and ultimately worship. This force isn't just strength. It is authority, presence, and an energy so potent that it shifts the very atmosphere around you. When you step into a room, the air changes. The mundane becomes sacred, and your presence becomes a catalyst for transformation. To unleash this force is to tap into something primal and divine all at once. It is the embodiment of your highest self, unapologetic, unstoppable, and unapologetically powerful. This is not power that begs for recognition. It commands it effortlessly, like the rising sun commanding the day to begin. Those who witness this force are drawn to it like moths to a flame, unable to resist the gravity of your energy. It inspires awe, devotion, and a deep, sometimes instinctual reverence. This is the power to inspire loyalty, not through fear, but through the undeniable magnetism of your divine nature. Unleashing this force requires courage. The courage to fully embrace who you are, to cast aside fear and hesitation, and to declare your truth boldly. It is the moment when you stop hiding your light and allow it to blaze so brightly that it cannot be ignored or contained. This is the power of a living God, a force that commands worship not because it demands it, but because it naturally earns it. As you step fully into this power, remember that worship is not about submission. It is about honoring the divine spark within us all that you so brilliantly embody. When you awaken to your true power, the impact is seismic, an unstoppable shockwave that ripples across every corner of your life and beyond. This awakening isn't subtle. It shakes foundations, topples old structures, and forces change on a scale both personal and cosmic. You become a catalyst for transformation, not only within yourself, but in the world around you. The shockwave you unleash is felt by those near and far. It disrupts stagnant patterns and challenges long-held beliefs, forcing a reckoning with the truth you embody. Like a thunderclap in a silent sky, your awakening demands attention and action, leaving nothing unchanged in its wake. This is the power of divine disruption, the ability to break the mold and shatter the status quo with your very presence. It's terrifying to some, inspiring to others, but impossible to ignore. Your awakening creates a ripple effect, inspiring others to awaken their own dormant power and reclaim their destiny. Your journey is not just about personal empowerment. It's about being the epicenter of a movement, a force of change that redefines what is possible. The shockwave you create sends messages to the farthest corners of existence. The divine has awakened, and nothing will ever be the same. Embrace this shockwave, for it is proof that you have crossed into a new realm of power and purpose. You are no longer bound by past limitations. You are a force of nature, unstoppable and eternal. When the world witnesses your transformation, disbelief is the first reaction. They see something so extraordinary, so beyond the norms of human possibility, that their minds struggle to comprehend it. What they are seeing defies logic, expectation, and every rule they thought governed reality. Your power is a living paradox, simultaneously awe-inspiring and unfathomable. People cling to what they know, the familiar boundaries of what they think is possible. Your existence shatters those boundaries, and the shock creates cognitive dissonance. They want to deny what they see, because accepting it means rewriting their understanding of the world, themselves, and the very nature of power. This disbelief is a natural defense mechanism, a way to protect themselves from the overwhelming truth of your divinity. They grapple with questions they cannot answer. How did you rise so fast? What fuels your strength? How can one person embody such limitless power? But the more they question, the more you demonstrate that your greatness is real and undeniable. Their disbelief slowly turns into fascination, then grudging respect, and eventually profound reverence. The journey from disbelief to belief is a testament to the depth of your transformation. In the face of their disbelief, you stand firm and unshaken. You know the truth of your power, and you embody it with confidence. Their inability to believe is not a reflection of your reality, but of the limits of their imagination. There is a primal fear that surfaces when the ultimate power awakens. The fear of the unknown, the fear of change, and the fear of being overshadowed by a force so mighty it cannot be controlled. You embody that ultimate power, the one that shakes the foundations of the world and threatens to rewrite the rules of existence. Your power is feared not because it is destructive, but because it is transformative. It challenges comfort zones, dismantles old systems, and forces everyone to confront truths they may have long avoided. This fear is a reflection of the immense respect your power commands, a respect born of recognizing something far greater than oneself. Those who fear you often do so because deep down they sense the potential within themselves that you have fully realized. Your power is a mirror reflecting their own unfulfilled greatness, and that reflection can be terrifying. You are the living embodiment of what they wish they could be: strong, unbreakable, and divine. Embrace the fear you inspire. It is a sign of your impact. The greatest leaders, gods, and heroes in history have always been figures who inspired awe and fear in equal measure. Your fearlessness and strength disrupt complacency and ignite change. You are the ultimate force, the one who walks where others dare not, who stands where others fall. Fear them, respect them, worship them, because you are the power that shapes worlds. Your journey is not confined by limits set by others or by fate itself. You are a boundary breaker, a visionary who tears down walls and shatters ceilings that once confined humanity's potential. Every step you take carves new paths, rewriting destinies not only for yourself, but for everyone who dares to follow. Breaking boundaries means challenging the status quo with courage and conviction. It means refusing to accept no or impossible as answers. You are a pioneer, a revolutionary force who insists that the future is yours to create, not to inherit. Your story is a testament to the power of self-determination and divine will converging to transform reality. Your destiny was never fixed. It is fluid and malleable in your hands. Each decision, each act of faith and strength rewrites the course of your life and the lives of those around you. You prove that destiny is not something we wait for. It is something we seize and sculpt with every breath. The boundaries you break inspire others to do the same. Your courage becomes a beacon for dreamers, warriors, and visionaries who recognize that their own destinies are waiting to be rewritten. You don't just change your fate, you awaken a collective revolution. Remember, destiny is a canvas, and you are the artist with the power to paint new realities. Your legacy will be one of limitless possibility, forged by a soul unafraid to transcend every boundary. The path you walked was never lined with ease or acceptance. Rejection greeted you at every turn. Doors slammed, voices turned cold, and opportunities seemed just out of reach. Yet from the ashes of rejection, your divine journey took flight. What was meant to break you only forged you stronger, more determined, and infinitely more radiant. Rejection is a crucible, a fiery test of faith and resilience. You endured it, not because you were weak, but because you were preparing for something far greater. Each no became a stepping stone, each closed door a signpost pointing you toward your true calling. Your divine journey is a testament to perseverance, faith, and the refusal to be defined by others' opinions. As you rose, the rejection transformed into reverence. Those who once dismissed you now stand in awe of your presence, recognizing the divine power that flows through you. This reversal is more than vindication. It is a sacred celebration of your indomitable spirit and unyielding resolve. Your journey from outcast to icon teaches a vital truth. The world may reject the divine within us, but that divine will always find a way to shine through. Your story is a living testament to the power of faith, courage, and relentless self-belief. Cherish this transformation, for it embodies the heart of your divine mission. You have turned rejection into reverence, proving that the path to greatness is often paved with trials, but the destination is eternal glory. Within you burns a flame that will never fade, an eternal fire that illuminates your path and warms the hearts of those who stand with you. This flame is not just passion, it is the divine essence of your being, a beacon of hope and strength that transcends time and circumstance. It is the source of your godlike presence, radiating light even in the darkest moments. This eternal flame is fueled by your unwavering commitment to your truth and your divine purpose. It is the light that guides you through storms and the warmth that inspires others to rise. Your presence is not fleeting. It is a constant force, a living symbol of resilience, hope, and unyielding power. No matter the challenges you face, this flame remains unextinguished. It burns with the intensity of 1,000 suns, a reminder that your spirit is eternal and unstoppable. This presence transforms spaces, lifts spirits, and commands reverence wherever you go. The eternal flame within you connects you to the divine source of all creation, a never-ending well of power, wisdom, and love. It is the foundation of your legacy, a light that will continue to shine long after you have walked this earth. Carry this flame proudly, for it is the embodiment of your godlike nature and the beacon that will lead generations to come. Your presence is eternal, and your flame will never be dimmed. Disbelief is often the first barrier on the path to true reverence. When people first encounter your divine power, their initial reaction is skepticism, a protective shield against the overwhelming truth of your greatness. But your journey is about transformation, not just for yourself, but for those who witness your rise. You turn disbelief into devotion through authenticity, consistency, and undeniable proof of your power. It is not through empty words or hollow promises, but through actions that demonstrate the depth of your divine nature. Every victory, every act of courage chips away at the walls of doubt until all that remains is awe and faith. Devotion arises when people see the truth of your spirit reflected in your deeds and presence. It is a sacred bond formed not out of obligation, but out of genuine admiration and love. You inspire others to believe not only in you, but in the power that lies within themselves. This transformation from disbelief to devotion is a sacred dance, a journey of awakening that connects souls and elevates spirits. You are the catalyst for this awakening, a living example that faith can be earned through the undeniable power of truth. Celebrate this sacred alchemy, for it is one of your greatest gifts. You don't just command worship, you awaken it, turning doubt into a force of unshakable devotion that fuels your eternal legacy. The moment has arrived. Worship begins. You stand not only as a leader, but as a God incarnate, a divine presence that commands eternal reverence. This is not a request or an option. It is a natural response to the overwhelming power and majesty you embody. Your very existence demands worship, respect, and devotion. Worship is more than ceremony. It is a living connection between you and those who recognize your divinity. It is the acknowledgement of your supreme authority and the deep gratitude for the light and power you bring into the world. As they kneel, their hearts open, and a sacred bond is forged that transcends time and space. Your legacy begins here, etched in the hearts of those who worship you, immortalized in the echoes of devotion that will ripple through generations. This worship is a celebration of your divine nature, a testament to the unstoppable force you have become. Embrace this sacred moment with humility and strength. You are not just a god to be worshipped. You are a God who walks among mortals, guiding, inspiring, and transforming all who stand before you. Your worshippers see not only your power, but your humanity, your struggles, and your triumphs. The worship starts now, and it will never end. Your legacy is immortal, your presence eternal, and your divine power unchallenged. Step into your throne, for you are their God, and the world is yours to command. Within you lies a dormant power, a divine spark waiting to be ignited. This is not mere potential. It is your birthright, the essence of a God forged in the cosmic fires of destiny. Awakening this power is the first step in reclaiming the greatness that the world tried to hide from you. You were always meant to rise. But now, the veil is lifted, and the true you emerges in all its radiant glory. This awakening is more than a moment. It is a profound transformation that touches every fiber of your being. It floods your soul with clarity, purpose, and an unstoppable energy that shatters every limitation placed upon you. The divine within calls you to step out of the shadows and claim the throne that has been waiting for you since the dawn of time. Feel this power coursing through your veins, a power that connects you to the infinite, to the eternal forces that shape the universe. It is a reminder that you are not alone, that you are part of a greater cosmic design, destined to be more than mortal. Your awakening is the catalyst for all that you are about to become. As you awaken, old fears and doubts will fall away like dust. The world may resist, but your inner light is too fierce to be dimmed. This is your time, your sacred moment to rise from the ashes and claim the divine legacy that has always been yours. Embrace this awakening with open arms and an unshakable heart. The divine within you is awake, alive, and ready to transform your destiny into a legend that echoes through eternity. Faith is not passive. It is an active, fiery force that propels you beyond the edge of despair and doubt. Your relentless faith in yourself, and your divine mission has been the invisible engine driving your rise. Even when the path was dark and filled with obstacles, faith was the beacon guiding you toward the light of your true destiny. Relentless faith is what separates the extraordinary from the ordinary. It is the unwavering belief that no matter how many times you fall, you will rise stronger and more determined. It fuels your courage when fear tries to take hold and strengthens your resolve when the world tries to push you down. This faith is not blind. It is forged in the fires of experience, in the lessons of struggle and triumph. It is a deep knowing, a certainty that your power is real, your purpose divine, and your rise unstoppable. This faith becomes a shield against the negativity and doubt that try to infiltrate your mind. Through faith, you transcend limitations. It connects you to something greater than yourself, something eternal and all-encompassing. It empowers you to take bold steps, make daring choices, and face challenges with an unbreakable spirit. Never underestimate the power of your relentless faith. It is the heartbeat of your ascension, the sacred fuel that will carry you to heights even the gods envy. Trust in it, nurture it, and let it blaze a trail toward your ultimate destiny. Behind every divine rise, unseen forces gather, cosmic energies, ancient powers, and universal alignments that bend reality in your favor. These forces are not random. They are sentinels, guardians of your path, allies in the unseen realms who recognize your divine potential and lend their strength to your cause. These energies work in harmony with your spirit, amplifying your power and protecting you from forces that seek to hinder your progress. They are the whispers of the universe, the gentle nudges that steer you toward your true purpose, even when your path seems uncertain. Understanding and embracing these unseen forces is key to unlocking your full potential. They remind you that you are not alone on this journey, that the cosmos itself conspires to see you rise. Their presence is a testament to your significance and the impact you are destined to have. These forces manifest in moments of serendipity, in sudden insights, and in the unexplainable energy that surrounds you. When you align with them, miracles become commonplace, and your journey becomes unstoppable. Celebrate and honor these allies of the divine. Recognize their presence in your life as a sacred blessing, a cosmic partnership that empowers you to manifest your greatest dreams and rewrite the rules of reality itself. Life's storms are not signs of defeat. They are opportunities for creation. Your ability to harness chaos and transform it into a powerful force is what sets you apart. When the winds of doubt and the rains of adversity threaten to drown you, you channel that energy into something magnificent, your own divine creation. Chaos is the raw material of the universe, a swirling, untamed force waiting for a master to shape it. You are that master. You take what others see as destruction and turn it into a foundation for rebirth and transformation.